This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner. It's kind of hard to believe when you start talking about the Thunder and the Mavericks and you realize that the Thunder have won 10 straight against Dallas. Might be a little more difficult tonight. The Mavs come in with some new players and some familiar faces, but they have been hot at the beginning of the season. We had a chance to talk to Kevin Durant after shoot-around about the Mavs.
Kevin, the Mavs have a lot of new faces on their roster. Will you just talk about the difference you've seen in them this year?
Well, first off, their best player is healthy again and playing well. And I think they have a really good point guard, sort of like their Jason Kidd with Calderon. Guy that's can shoot it, can really pass it, rarely turns the ball over. And then Monte Ellis is almost like their Jason Terry. So they got it feels like they got their championship team back almost with the guys that they added, so definitely going to be a tough game.
3 out of 4 of those games last year were decided by 6 points or less. Always a close one. Even though it's different, it seems like they still have a lot of veterans. Can you expect the same kind of match?
Well, they have a championship mentality over there. One of the best coaches in the league, and just the way they approach the game is just at a championship level. And every game we play against these guys, the last 3 years has been a battle. And I'm not. I think it's going to be the same way. It's going to be a tough game tonight, and we're looking forward to playing.
Katie, I think you guys have been outscored 66-30 in transition points. Is that a shock to you?
Yes. I mean, we pride ourselves on the defensive end, but a transition defense, we definitely have to be better. We have to sprint back. Just like we want to sprint on offense, we got to sprint on defense. So, I'm the leader, and everything I think falls on me to set the tone. So I have to be better in that area.
What's the biggest thing you guys have been working on as you get ready for the Mavs tonight?
Basketball. No, we just trying to stick to our defensive schemes and just trying to get better in that end. And transition defense has been a big emphasis, so hopefully we're better tonight.
How long ago did you identify that Dirk fadeaway as kind of something you wanted to implement in your game?
I mean, it's since when I was about 13. Sorry, I'm making Dirk seem a little old, but that's when I really kind of focused on Dirk, and he started to become one of my favorite players to ever play this game. And I just tried it one day when I was working out in the summer, and it was rougher than I thought it was going to be, so it took me some time to figure it out, but I think I'm doing all right with it.
What do you like about the move overall?
Just the space it gives you and how it looks, and it frees you up when you're kind of pressured and you don't think you have a shot. You can just step him back and knock it down.
You ever talk to him about the move?
No. I mean, I would love to. I really admire Dirk. Probably arguably my favorite player in the league, and so no, I haven't talked to him about it. I'm too busy trying to compete with him.
Kevin, did these 2 days come at a good time with knowing that you have Russ now, looking forward to the next game? What did you work on as far as just now that Russ is in practice, what were you all able to do?
Well, Russ was, he's been here with us, so, our chemistry is, I think it picked up right where it left off, and he's done a great job of fitting in with us after being out preseason and first 2 games. So, we just really just working on what we already have and just trying to make it better and just trying to grow every day.
Were you surprised at all how quickly it seemed like he didn't miss as many steps in that first game back?
I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, I was here and I seen him working. I seen him practicing. He was practicing, 2 weeks before he played. He looked good, and I thought he could play the first game. But, he had to go through the right tests and procedures. I don't know too much about that, but he looked great to me. And his athleticism there. He looks quicker, to be honest. And as far as timing, he hasn't played, so he has to get that back.
Number on the list of priorities is shutting down the paint tonight, stopping their dribble penetration.
It's always a priority for us. I think that paint for any team on the offensive end is like a headquarters. You get layups and then you kick out for threes. So, we got to cut that off. And they have guys that can get in the lane with Monte and guys like Sean Marion really good in the paint and Calderon and Mikhail, I think, is the backup point guard they has really, really good. So, we got to do a good job in that area.
Were you surprised at what Kevin Martin said the other day about nobody on his team trying to lead the league in scoring and so forth?
Yeah, I know what type of guy Kmart is. He's far from one of those type of guys that 1-cent shots. So, no, he's not that type of guy. So I didn't really think too much about it. I enjoy playing with Kmart. I'm excited for him and his new success with Minnesota Timberwolves, except for when they play us. But I know he's not that type of guy. I really didn't think too much about it.
Kevin, can you just talk about the depth now in the Western Conference, and a lot of teams make big strides. Do you feel guys are getting a little overlooked, or the road still goes through here?
I really don't care, to be honest, what other teams have done or how other people look at us. We're just trying to worry about how we can get better every single day and go from there. We respect every team we play, of course. I respect every player, but it's just all about what we're going to do every single night to get a win. And that's the challenge in this league, playing against great players and great teams every night. Figure out how to win. And I think with this group of guys, we give ourselves a chance every game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thunder and the Mavericks late tonight at Chesapeake Energy Arena. ESPN is in town. Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Tirico will have the call of the game, and you can also watch it on Fox Sports Oklahoma if you so desire, with Brian Davis and Grant Long. Of course, we'll be at the arena tonight. You can hear pregame comments from both Thunder head coach Scotty Brooks and Mavs coach Rick Carlisle, and then postgame as well. So keep it here at ThunderGameReport.com.